Good morning, everyone out there. This is your girl Tracy, and I'm here from the Avenue Podcast. And I'm just giving an update on what I have in store. I am in the process of getting my podcast up and running and figuring out the episode, video shooting, editing, all this good stuff that I really don't know anything about that I'm learning about. But one thing that's been getting a lot of controversial attention in Minnesota, where I live at, my hometown, is this whole fraud with HHS, with the stabilization program. A lot of people probably don't know what that is, and a lot of people do. It's where you get PCA services, home health care services, help with stabilization services. If everybody know me, you know that I have a son who has schizophrenia, who got diagnosed with schizophrenia at the age of 19, right after graduating from high school. He's currently 24, he'll be 25. So a lot of these things, on top of me going to college, are very new to me, not new to me. I'm aware of a lot of the terms. So to see stuff like this happening is kind of, for me, as a parent of a young adult who has a disorder that he'll never be able to get rid of, and that we will probably never understand. Nobody will probably ever understand. To see these type of things going on and the struggles that I'm facing of just trying to provide for us, it is absolutely frustrating as a citizen, as someone who's born in this country. And I don't put any bias or race or anything on there, but I am just saying it is very hard. I am very much so struggling to provide for myself and to maintain for my son who has a disability. Myself have my own special needs, but I feel like as a mom, I don't even have time to fully take care of myself because his illness is more potent than mine is. I'm old enough to understand mine. He got it so early in life, and it's still not a big spectrum of where it came from. And it's just a really crippling situation because here we are fighting for all these things, and people are able to walk in and say, oh, hey, I'm doing this. And they're getting all the money that's supposed to go to the people like my son and people like myself. So I'm going to touch about this more when I do my podcast. But this morning when I woke up, and that's what made me start focusing more on my podcast. So I've been up and I got to get ready to go to work soon. So it won't be no sleep. I've been waking up these past few days, past few weeks, months at this certain time. But let's get to what got me up this morning. I'm just going to read something that's off of my phone because the news pops up. I always have the news up. The headlines of the news pop up. And when I first seen this case and what was going on and a lot of people sharing it, you just brush things off and you're like, oh, because there's a lot of scandals going on in Minnesota. There's a lot of people who be put in these high appointed places and they rob us blind. And then they move on to go to other higher places. So it's like a revolving cycle that I don't know. Hopefully Trump could fix or somebody could fix because we got all these people who steals from the state and nothing happens. They get slapped on the wrist and then they're back out there in the world being praised for being thieves. This is becoming a culture. And I just wanted to just share this because a lot of people are just talking and it's starting to turn into a race rant. And I don't want to delete you people off my page because I like you. I know a lot of you. And so the best thing to do is help form education because education is, it's not, it just is what it is with education, right? So this article, I'm just going to read exactly what it says. The Minnesota Department of Human Services, also known as DHS, has ordered a 2-year moratorium on new licenses for home and community-based services, HCBS, effective December 2025, due to concerns over widespread fraud and a lack of adequate oversight. The moratorium specifically targets home and community-based services, a Medicaid program that provides care to people with disabilities in community settings like group homes. The ban on new licensing is set for 2 years. The reason behind this is because the temporary commissioner stated that the number of new license applications has exploded, a 283% increase and far exceeds current demands, making an effect oversight difficult. This action is part of a broader effort to crack down on fraud in state administered federal programs following high-profile cases like the Feeding Our Future scandal. The impact that this will have. The decision has reportedly blindsided some disability services advocated and provided. The decision has reportedly blindsided some disability services advocates and providers, with some expressing concerns that providers who have already purchased properties and submitted applications are now stuck. The DHS is utilizing new state laws in an executive order from 2025 that expanded an authority to immediately suspend or deny licenses when applicants or controlling individuals are under investigation for fraud or safety risk. Individuals can report suspected program fraud by following the instructions on the Minnesota Department of Public Safety website. The DHS has stated it is taking a zero-tolerance approach to fraud and will continue to take quick action to halt payments to any provider organization suspected of fraudulent activity. So I'm reading this just off of mail. Email pops up like on your email. This is a Gmail. And so I'm just reading what's on there. I'm appalled. I don't know what to say. I'm appalled. I'm sitting here sick now. Got to get up and go to work. My son's asleep because we're out of one of his medications. Again, he has schizophrenia. So he's been out for a while. And now he's getting a comfortable night's sleep. And mama's got to get up and go do what she got to do in this world to make sure that we are okay. Because this is where we're at. And this is where the money's going. Hopefully this will open up doors and bless the people here who need the service and could benefit from the service, because we need you. We need the service. We can't afford to have it stopped. So a lot of people who are talking, please understand that this is affecting Social Security. This is affecting a lot of different funding. So please, mindful of what you're saying. Stop turning this into a race war, and let's keep the facts that money is being robbed for the people who need it. So hopefully I can get my podcast up and running. We can get more conversations. It's going to be faith-based. There's going to be a lot of things going. Please keep in tune with what the Avenue have in store. I'm going to get it popping. It's time. I sit back and I say, oh, I'm going to do this. And then I sit up and I watch somebody else do it because I want to have perfection. I want this to look this way. No, I just got out the shower. I've been up all day. I'm getting ready to go to work. Out here. I'm going to start putting this stuff out here. We need to talk about it. It's something that we need to talk about. So my posts will probably get longer, get more vague, and they'll get more serious. And it'll target serious people and people who care about the community and people who want to know more of what's going on in our community. Because this is bigger than just these people taking this money. This is also have legislators in here who's from the district, who's from the same background and everything, these people who are robbing us. So this is a lot to do with cracking down on all the politics and all the people who are in office who need to be moved around. We need people who care about us. We need people who care about the mental health crisis here. It's really bad. Should be a podcast segment. Tuned. Your girl Red, coming from the Avenue, and I'm out. Y'all have a blessed morning.